him what are the expectations from full union budget.
But we have many issues, like first is the interest rate. The interest rate banks are charging is around 8 to 12%, whereas if you see in Japan it is 1% and in China it is 3%. So government should frame some special schemes, like earlier there were schemes like CLSS and tough scheme. And then GST rate is very high. For auto components it is 28%. 28% slab should be reduced to 18%.
If you could convey one key message to the policy makers while drafting the budget, what would be that message?
That message is competitiveness, because we are not competitive. If you see our adjoining countries, Thailand, Vietnam, Indonesia, those were not even on the map, manufacturing map. Now they are growing faster than us. So government should do something to simplify the things, ease of doing business.
Hi, you are watching The Savera. This is Upkar Singh. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitaraman, she is going to present full union budget on July 23rd. So we are having with us Upkar Singh Ahuja, President CICU, and we will know from him what are the expectations from full union budget.
See, government is trying for 5 trillion economy, and we are also planning for 10 trillion economy. But on the grassroots levels, MSME is one of the major contributor for export as well as for the GDP of the country. But we have many issues, like first is the interest rate. The interest rate banks are charging is around 8 to 12%, whereas if you see in Japan it is 1% and in China it is 3%. And if we want to build our capacity, left aside the technology upgradation, I don't talk of that. If we want to upgrade our capacity, we need equipment, we need machines. So if someone buy machine at a rate of interest from 8 to 12%, the project is not viable. So government should frame some special schemes, like earlier there were schemes like CLSS and tough schemes. So those schemes should be activated, or some better schemes. We don't need subsidy, but we need interest minimum equipment at minimum interest rate. Because if you compare, Ludhiana is a city of cycle. China is making 36 crore cycles, we are making 3.5 crore cycles per year. So that is the gap. So I think last month one person came here, one customer came here, he said that I can buy component worth rupees 1 billion, but in Ludhiana or in India there is no capacity available. So if we want to build the capacity, we should government should find some ways and means we can get in the machine and equipment at competitive interest rate.
Sir, according to you, which key areas do you believe the government should prioritize in the budget?
So one is simplification. Although central government has done good job in income tax, it is faceless now. Customs also. But there are certain hitches still there. If you export, it takes long time to get your GST back and road tap. One is simplification of system and procedure. Second is less rate of interest. And then GST rate is very high. For auto components, it is 28%. If MSME those are making auto components, they are facing difficulties. So GST, there should be 1 or 2 rates, and government at high 28% slab, it should be reduced to 18%.
So are there any industry specific incentives or policy you are hoping from the government in the budget?
There are few schemes, that is PLI. Government has recently introduced, maybe 5 years back, but those schemes are only for the big unit, and we request the government that there should be mini PLI scheme for MSMEs also.
How important it is that budget should focus on technology and innovation?
So there should be, as I mentioned, that technology, even set aside the technology, we speak of the capacities. So capacity, there should be special rate of interest, and technology upgradation. There are few centers set up by the government under UNAIDO schemes few years back, like in Ludhiana. We have 3 centers: bicycle center, auto parts center, and central tool room. So government should upgrade this. So these centers are not doing much job because they don't have the ecosystem. So government should establish some forward and backward linkages to strengthen these, so that we can make high-tech components here in Punjab.
How can government help in boosting export?
So the best decision was taken by the government in year 1991. They exempted the income tax on export. So if government exempt income tax on export, I think we can grow our export, or MSME, special for MSME, we can grow our export by 5x minimum.
If you could convey one key message to the policy makers while drafting the budget, what would be that message?
That message is competitiveness, because we are not competitive. If you see our adjoining countries, Thailand, Vietnam, Indonesia, those were not even on the manufacturing map. Now they are growing faster than us. So government should do something to simplify the things, ease of doing business.
What are your long-term hope for the industrial sector, and how can this upcoming budget can contribute to it?
There should be some fund for technology upgradation. Then MSME, there is a recent law 43B of income tax. It should be abolished, or it should be relooked. And then income tax rates are very high in India. It is for a honest taxpayer, these rates are very high compared to other countries, competing countries. And even for the partnership concern, the rate of interest is 33%, whereas for private limited companies and new companies, it is close to 20%. So government should reduce the income tax on the companies and partnership proprietorship concerns.
Thank you, sir. So he was Upkar Singh Ahuja, President CICU. According to him, there is need of that government should relook the amendments and income tax act. And second, there is need of upgradation of technology and innovation in the industrial sector, and government should come up with simplified policies so that the industrialists should not face any hindrance while establishing their plants or other works, and government should take effective measures to boost export. So you are watching The Savera. Amarpal Singh with cameraman Manoj Sidhu.